Dear friends, this morning I'm speaking on the subject of the indispensability of love in love fellowships. The indispensability of love in love fellowships. Indispensability of love in love fellowships. The indispensability of love in love fellowships. Let us look at what the Bible says in the book of 1 Corinthians, reading the 13th chapter. Reading the 13th chapter. Reading the 13th chapter. The Bible reads, "If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship, that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it does not dishonor others, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Love never fails. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass. For we know in part and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child, I thought like a child, I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror, then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain. Verse 13. Faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. The greatest of this is love. The indispensability of love. The indispensability of love. Dear brothers and sisters, and as I continue to speak on the subject of the indispensability of love in love fellowships, because as I begin to fold and to close this series and that I do in the month of March under love, or letter L in love in relationships, I come to this very important, in this very important aspect that I teach on the subject of the indispensability of love in love fellowship, because the Bible says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." And so we saw that it was indispensable that love came down, love incarnated, Lord came down to earth to communion and fellowship with us. Now we see that the text we just read, 1 Corinthians 13, it's not the context of 1 Corinthians 13, it's not the marriage, it's not the family relationship per se. Even though we see, you hear in the text, the author begins to say, "When I was a child, I spoke like a child, acted like a child, did childish things, but when I became a man, I thought like a